Now, whether you're doing kind of like an outdoorsy excursion, business, or just traveling in general, sometimes finding the right backpack can be a little bit difficult. So today we're taking a look at a few bags that I always find myself going back to. One really big surprise for me, one by Exter. We're taking a look at a tried and true brand on my channel, Bellroy, and also a new one that I absolutely fell in love with, a backpack by Tortuga. So without wasting any more time, let's hop into the video and do a deep dive and see which one of these three bags comes out on top and which one might be right for you. Let's get to it. The Ekster grid backpack is made from recycled water bottles. It's a water resistant material, officially 21 liters, so around 12 by 18 by 6. A very structured bag, like it or love it. But for me, that's one of my things, a pet peeve, I guess you could say, when you put a backpack down and it just slides onto its back. But as you can see, a more kind of professional, clean cut looking bag. Now on the side of the bag, it's a little bit more rubber versus that fabric, but again, everything is water resistant here. Amazingly put together, an ample padding in the back, which is going to be throughout all of these bags. It's a big important factor to me. This one does have a luggage strap, so it can strap onto the back of your luggage. As you can see here, really easy. Just another nice little added feature for some convenience. Slides on perfectly, and yeah, it just makes life a little easier when you're traveling if you don't want to be carrying that on your back, that you can put it on a piece of luggage, and this one does in fact have that. But not only on the back, but also on the arm straps as well. Ample padding, a very comfortable carry. Waterproof zippers. So this is the only thing that's waterproof on the bag is the zippers, but really nice accents as you can see here. Little touches with the branding and also the maroon threads. Everything, all the clasps are metal. Really nice to see. No plastic on this bag anywhere. So really happy to see that. Wherever you kind of see these little clasps and enclosures, it will be metal. So really nice to see from Exter. But let's crack this baby open. Dual zippered from either side, and a really great thing is this opens up like a suitcase, 180 degrees, so fully opens up, which is nice. Right off the jump, you're gonna see a lovely soft lined fabric on the interior of the bag with two mesh lined pockets at the front. And I'll just give you a little look so you can kind of see what's going on here, but really a lot of surface area. And again, very structured, which I like anyway. So as I said, two spandexy kind of open mesh lined pockets for some quick access items. A padded section for, if you want to put a folio in there. You could actually fit a 14-inch laptop in there, but it is meant for kind of like tablets and folios and things of that nature. Going around to the very front, very similar spandexy material again. Have two large compartments to put whatever you desire. And what I like is it's kind of hidden. You can't really see my hand back there, so it's kind of private, which is a personal touch that I enjoyed. Going to the side of the bag, you have another waterproof zipper, and kind of where those stitches are, that's the amount of space. I'll pack it out later so you can see, but it is an RFID protected section. So if you have wallet, passport, phone, all that good stuff, you can definitely put that in there on that side. And on the other side, you have another spandexy material for your water bottles. And again, whatever else you want to fit in there. We'll pack it out later so you can see the space. But super impressed, honestly, from what I saw. And I don't want to be rude. I wasn't expecting to be impressed this much, but it was really great. Finally, I'll go to the back of the bag here and open up the back section. This is for your large laptops. It holds up to 16-inch laptops. That's that one section there. Felt lined. It's going to keep everything from scratching up. Super protected, super padded. And at the front, there's a magnetic clasp there that you can pull open. It's for sunglasses, it says, but you can put a phone in there. We'll pack it out so you can see later. And again, very nicely padded, felt lined, keeping everything soft and protected from scratching up. And at the very front of that section is also a zipper. So tons of compartments in this bag. Lots of versatility. Really great to see. And can't say how much more I was impressed by this bag and surprised by the grid backpack. Now, thankfully, the Tortuga is legitimately waterproof. The fabric won't rip or tear, and I think it looks really, really beautiful, honestly. It is a 24-liter bag measuring 19.1 by 10.8 by 7.1 inches. And overall, I think this is going to be your kind of best in between both of these bags. It kind of offers a little bit of everything, but really, really impressed with this backpack. Waterproof zippers, as you can see, just a closer look at the fabric here. Lovely padding on the back. The best padding out of any of these backpacks by far. It is padded to the max, super comfortable, again with the luggage strap at the back, a nice kind of structured spine, really, really thoughtful. This is going to be the most comfortable bag. They're all comfortable, but this one is going to give you probably the most comfort out of all of them, if I'm being honest. The shoulder straps, super thick, double thick, I would say. One of the things on this bag that I like is it does kind of have that cross shoulder, not cross shoulder, but cross body strap that's adjustable in terms of its height and its length. It's all fully adjustable, but it gives you that extra support over the shoulders if you're really carrying heavy. Classic clasp design here, really, really thoughtful. Everything has been thought of with this bag. On the sides, you have some extra large water bottle compartments. Both of them are the same. These can fit any size water bottle, really, truly, like oversized. I don't know the exact amounts, but oversized water bottles for sure. This bag doesn't open up the whole 180. It is dual zippered on either side, but it opens up kind of like your traditional backpack. Still, I think gives you some great access at the front, honestly. Not a huge deal breaker for me, but as you can see, kind of opens up by half like this. Upon opening it up, you're going to see a lovely, lovely padded section. We're packing that later, like the last one. My least favorite is these card slots. It's for business cards. I think it's kind of a lost space, unfortunately, for me anyway. Just a lot of lost surface area for business cards, which I feel maybe people don't use as often these days. Some pen holders here, two sections in the back, a nice open spot in the front here to kind of put whatever you need. I'll kind of see if you can get in there so you can see a little bit of what we're working with. At the top of the bag, we have a open section with a key ring. Classic key ring, and not super long, but it's enough for you to throw your keys in there to keep them from getting lost and jangling around. Velcro at the front here is for your tablet or your folio. Super padded, lovely, lovely felt line, super soft to keep things from getting scratched up. Again, in the back, you have another section for your 16-inch laptop. And it really, compartmentalization wise, did a really good job for me. It also has a section at the back where you can access that 16-inch laptop. So it's kind of dual. It's not a separate space per se. You're going to see what I mean here, but really padded. You're going to have no issues of anything being not protected. But as you can see, I can access the bag from that side zipper. So I don't know if you want to call that a separate compartment because it is kind of all in one. Just two ways to get inside of the bag. Going back to some other compartments, we'll zip this bad boy up and we're going to take a look at the very front of the bag, which is again another dual compartment. So it is itself a compartment, but it is also accessible from the main section of the bag. See that key ring here? You see what I mean? It's that very same section that we had in the middle there. So this might be convenience for some. Some people might wish it was more of a dedicated space. I'm on the latter. I wish it was a dedicated space that was just for the front. But, for convenience wise, you can have two sections and two ways to enter the main part of the bag. Now, this one is dedicated. This one is for itself. You can't access it anywhere else. Another section at the front of the bag. A little less protected. Not a ton of padding here, but a nice other option to throw some items in here, which we'll take a look at shortly. But as you can see, some good space. And I can't complain. It is thoughtfully put together, though I might not be a fan of dual ways to enter bag and I want more dedicated spaces. It's really thoughtfully put together. Lots of padding, lots of areas to access and store. So why not take a look and see how much it can store? Now the Venture Ready pack is made by recycled materials. It is only water resistant, but as you can see, nice little look of the fabric here, more sporty, outdoorsy looking. Measures 26 liters, biggest of the bunch, 20 by 13 by 7 inches. Again, more of a sporty, less professional looking bag. This is gonna be your traveling outdoors pack. Now we're taking a look at the padding at the back. There is no luggage strap on this one, but this one is more curved, as you can see, kind of like a lumbar support. Lots of padding, lots of structure. Again, very, very comfortable. None of these bags will be uncomfortable. A nice structured, stiff spine that's giving you a lot of support when you're carrying things. So you're gonna have no issues here. Very, very padded shoulder straps. A little homage to the Bellroy brand with the stitched owl here. And on this one as well, just like the Tortuga bag, you have that chest strap that allows you to kind of offset the weight when you're carrying very, very heavy. Also adjustable height and width of the strap. Very cool magnetic clasp, as Bellroy does with a lot of its slings. As you can see here, the tooth prong and the magnets will kind of fit into that spot. I had no issues with this coming apart. A lot of people think this is not a great use for it, but I never have issues with these. I think they're really great, honestly, but just nice to see that you have that chest strap on the bag to give you some extra support when carrying heavy. We're going to see our waterproof zippers. Everything has waterproof zippers, though the bag is water resistant. The zippers are waterproof. So we'll crack this one open as well. But just like the Exter backpack, this one kind of opens up 180, opens fully up. Excuse the stains, and I took this on a trip where I had food in it, unfortunately, but on the side, a little stretchy material spandex here to have like open items, quick access, a nice spot at the front for a tablet, and then at the rear for your laptop, heavily padded, 16-inch max at the back, and I'll pack it out so you can see everything, but kind of like a spot for your tablet, spot for your laptop, and then a spot at the side, quick access. Again, stains galore, but spandexy material, 2 open slots with a lot of space to throw some items in here. Very stretchy. Not so private as much as the Exter bag. You can kind of see what's in there, so some people may like that, so you know what's inside. Some people might not like it because it's not as private, but either way, you got lots of spots to hang things on this bag. As you can see, loops and for lights and for air tags and tons. Everywhere on this bag has this, which is really, really awesome. And if you get value for stuff like that, especially if you're out at night, really great to have. At the front, you have a zipper with a lot of compartments separate from the rest of the bag. Once you crack it open, you're going to see what you have here. You have 2 open spots where you can put some stuff, 2 spots to hold some pens, and then in that one side, you have it sectioned off as well with that spandexy material to throw something else in that front pocket. So a lot of organization, which is really, really nice to see. On the side of the bag, you have a nice open spot, and then also a long key ring with the classic clasp here to throw your keys on it. Lots of length, which I appreciate, and you can kind of just throw that in there. Zippered, and it kind of has like a nice overhang to keep everything covered from getting wet or anything like that. But again, the zippers are water resistant. And then on the one side, you also have a spot for your water bottle, lots of space, which also doubles as a tripod holder, which is what this strap is for. That's adjustable loop. So you can throw a tripod in there, keep everything stable and from flopping out. Overall, super impressed, just like all these bags. One to consider for sure, the Venture Ready pack. Now this one is just personal, but for me, another big win is when you have a heavy bag and you want to pick it up from the strap. A lot of backpacks have a floppy strap. Not so here. Super structured, super firm, doesn't move a lot, and just something to think about again. Really heavy duty grab loop here. So which backpack to choose? Right off the jump, I was super impressed with the Exter backpack. I was not expecting to like it as much as I did. I kind of pointed out in the beginning of the video, being able just to stand up. I have used a lot of backpacks over the past few years, and one of my biggest pet peeves is like backpacks sliding when you kind of drop them on the ground. There's no structure, and obviously structure to a bag can be a detriment to some people because, you know, if a bag doesn't have structure, it's easily packable. You can flatten it and put it in places, and when something has structure, it kind of just is what it is and takes up more space. So there is a hit and a miss there, but for me, I love just being able to have a backpack that stands up vertically when you put it down, and obviously the aesthetic of the Exter bag. Out of the three, I think if you're going for aesthetic, that backpack probably looks the best, a little bit more professional, a little bit more clean cut, put together. So when it comes down to looks, I do think the Exter backpack comes out on top. Now, when it comes to compartmentalization between the three, all of them are great. They all hold, you know, around the same volume and a lot. They pack a big punch for their surface area. But I think when it comes down to compartments, I'm going to give the win to the Bellroy Venture Ready pack. I just think the way that it's put together, everything has a place, and it keeps things nice and neat and tidy, and from things being jumbled up and moving around a lot. Now, for the Tortuga bag, I think that is kind of the best of both worlds. Though it doesn't have the best compartmentalization, it's close. I just think it's not put together in a way that is as good as the Bellroy bag. I think when it comes down to everything having a place, that Tortuga backpack does do that. I am just not the hugest fan of the compartments kind of being dual. So like at the top, you can kind of get to it from the front and the back. I would have wished that you had, you know, a space in the main compartment in the bag, and then also a spot at the front that's not kind of dual. And the same for the laptop. Again, some people might find that to be super convenient, and I get it. But I think for when it comes to the Tortuga bag, I think that's the best hybrid of looks and compartmentalization. So you're kind of getting the best of both worlds. You know, the Venture backpack is not aesthetically as pleasing as the Tortuga, and the Tortuga is not as aesthetically pleasing as the Exter, but you're getting the best of both worlds. So what the Exter bag lacks in compartmentalization, you're picking that up in the Tortuga bag. And obviously, I think Tortuga also gets some bonus points for actually being waterproof. Everything else is water resistant on that outer shell, and it's really great to have a bag that not only has the zippers being waterproof, but the bag itself, amazing padding on the Tortuga. So when it comes down to it, if I had to pick between the three, what do I think gives you the best? I think if I had to pick, I would rank them just for utility purposes. I'd go Tortuga, Bellroy, then Exter. Just for me personally, I think all the bags are great. I'm a huge fan of the Bellroy backpack. I was really impressed by the Exter bag. But I think when it comes down to it, if you want to kind of get the best value, you're getting waterproofing, amazing padding, great compartmentalization, a little bit of a versatile bag. You can use it maybe in a business sense, take it to the gym. It's packable, take it on trips. You know, the Venture bag maybe doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. You wouldn't maybe want to take that to a business setting as like a work bag. I think the Tortuga kind of edges out for me personally, but I'd love to hear what you think and your thoughts. And as always, I hope this video was helpful on your buying journey. And until the next one, everybody, take it easy.